Talking with the experts.
Hello and welcome to Talking with the Experts. My name is Rose Davidson from rosedavidson.com, and Talking with the Experts is about all things business by business owners for business owners. And you can find it on all good podcasting streaming platforms and on YouTube. And today my guest is Matt Shiver. And Matt is from the United States, and he is a wellness coach, and he is trying to get healthy wellness coaches to build online businesses. Terrific in this day and age with what's happening in the world. So, yeah, well done for that. He's Dr. Matt Shiver, is a physical therapist. We were just talking about him being to finishing college and what he did. And so he doesn't enjoy the 9 to 5, which I don't blame him because it's boring. Started an online fitness coaching company, and in 2 years his team 20 times the company using digital marketing strategies. Well, I'd want to hear a little bit more about that. Welcome, Matt, and thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm stoked to be able to drop some knowledge bombs and talk shop.
Okay, so we're talking a little bit about your journey from, being a physio and getting out of university or college or whatever it is that you go to, and then turning to an online, and you like doing emails and things. My God, do you want to work for me? Because I hate them.
Yeah, I realized, like, while I was in PT school that I had my skill set is organization. And I was like, I'm really organized. So even when I was giving like clients and patients like exercise routines, it was like very structured and organized. And then when I got out of school, I had an opportunity to work with an online company, and they were all over the place. Like, it wasn't very structured. And to bring me on and be, I'm like, okay, cool. Let's help all of this organization and create a structure, and just like I would an exercise routine. And as I was doing that, like, I found out that this is fun. So the strategy and making sure everybody's on the same page towards this goal, yeah, it was really exciting for me. So I made that jump online, and now I'm consulting and helping other coaches do the same thing.
Wow, how exciting. Yeah, and as I said in the introduction, I think you're mad. People are mad if they don't take their businesses online these days. It's and we were discussing how people here have done it, and they're making more money online than they were in their gyms or studios or whatever it is that where they were working. It's crazy. But people
Yeah.
are, if they're locked in their homes for any length of time, they need exercise. Well, what a better way to get it than find someone who's giving online classes.
Right. And two, like, there's so many ways to deliver it online, right? Like, we think of, oh, I can do a Zoom session just like a PT session where I'm with that person for 30 to 60 minutes and I'm walking them through it. Or is that really what they need or want? Like, when I was doing the one-on-one stuff, most of my stuff was just sending people the workout routines to do on their own. So I didn't have to sit with them for that hour session. It was like, hey, here's your workouts for the month, and we'll have a few check-in calls here and there, and other things like that. And that was still getting them the result. Actually, that was getting them better results than if it was me sitting there walking them through it, because now they're allowed that. Now I'm giving them some autonomy to where they can do it on their own time, when they're ready, when they want to. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can take things online, but yeah, getting out of that 9 to 5 clinic or job, whatever it is, to be able to have some more time freedom it's just, yeah, it's the way to go.
Yeah, and are you finding a lot of your clients are actually pre-recording their stuff, or are they doing it all live?
Yeah, so it depends. And it depends on the model, right? Because there is like that one model where it's just, I'm just giving exercise routines, and I have a check-in call with my clients like 15 to 30 minutes once a month. That's a pretty standard one. And then there's also some models where it's like group coaching. So small group coaching, where you have like 5 to 10 people, and you guys have weekly calls that's on a specific topic, and then they may have some support outside of that. So those like pre-recorded stuff, those are those like small group meetings. Sometimes those could be modules like, hey, we're going to talk about nutrition this week. here's a 5-minute module or a 10-minute module, and we're going to meet on Wednesday and talk about the module and what you got out of that. So that's happening. I'm seeing less and less of the like recorded workouts. Like, I'm going to do a workout. You're going to do it with me. Like, that's not what a lot of the mainstream people are doing on the online space.
Okay.
And really, because if they're doing that, you're still in that 9 to 5. Like, you're still having to do a full hour-long workout. And it depends on what your goal is. Like, if you just want to get people motivated and moving, that can be really helpful. If you want to give people the autonomy to be able to do workouts on their own, et cetera, then giving them the tools can be even more beneficial than walking them through an entire like hour-long class.
Yeah, it's an interesting process, I think. If you're running online boot camps or whatever, to not have someone in the studio with you or in the gym with you or whatever at the park doing a boot camp. So how do they do boot camps and get by doing those?
Yeah, so there's also a big emphasis too on accountability and like nutrition, right? So like a big part of it that's missing in a lot of the boot camps that are in person is that you can only get to see that person for that 30 minutes to 60-minute session. Maybe you do that 1 to 3 times a week. That's awesome, but you're not able to really hold them accountable outside of that time. So when you go to the online space, you can build in check-ins throughout the week, and you can talk and get deeper on topics outside of just the workout, because the workout's like a small fraction of what's going to really help people. There's mindset work, right? Like, why are you working out? Like, what's going on inside that's making you really push to want to work out? Like, are you unhappy with your weight? Or is there a confidence issue? Body image stuff, like all of that is really where coaching is starting to step towards, and having hard discussions and conversations like that is I'm seeing a lot of online coaches do that.
Oh,
So
that's excellent. Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, so they're stepping into this role of like, it's beyond the workouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's talk about your habits, the stories that you're telling, like that are playing in your head, and how can we shift that to where I give the client more power to change their own lives.
Yeah, that's it's great because when I used to go to the gym some time ago, it was all just about the exercise. There was nothing about nutrition or vitamins or mindset or anything like that. And it's really good now that they're moving into that space, because a lot of people, especially since last year, their minds are just like closed off, and so much depression and sadness and whatever, because they can't actually get outside. So for people to actually help them with their physical well-being and their mental well-being at the same time, it's really great.
Yeah, and you could even argue to say they're one and the same, right? If I am mentally having a really struggling on what my life, my direction, clarity, relationships, like that's going to manifest into my physical body too. And then other way around, if I'm not taking care of my body physically, then how is my emotional and mental health, how's that going to perform? And it's probably not going to perform as well. So like by moving to the online space, we now are creating this time. Like, there's no such thing as an hour. You're not getting an hour. It's like now we're going to assess and address these bigger components to health and wellness that that doesn't happen as much in person. Like even when I was a physio and I was treating people one-on-one, when they came in the clinic, they had expectations of what was going to happen. They had an expectation that we were going to probably do some body work, whether that was like dry needling, which is like acupuncture type stuff, whether that was massage, manual therapy, and then doing some exercise. Like if I came in and be like, hey, we're just going to talk for an hour on on your goals and things like that. Like there were some clients that were receptive to it, and then there were others that were not, because they had this predetermined, I've been a PT before, this is what we do. And when you can introduce people to an online setting, it's a fresh start for them. They don't know what to expect. And you can paint that picture when you're onboarding them of this is what this relationship is going to look like. And it allows you to step into almost like more of a life coaching role than a true like fitness role.
Yeah, I think it's a great place to be. I think obviously if they come to you with a body ailment, an ache of pain, you can't just go and rush over and give them a massage or some electronic type therapy. But a lot of times, if you can talk them through it, breathing exercises or whatever to try and help them relieve that pain, it's got to be beneficial for the client and for the physio.
Yeah. And just understanding like when it comes to pain, like what's causing that. And we know that so many like socioeconomic stuff or topics, just like things that are going on in your life, mental health, stress, all of those play a massive role. And the same thing goes beyond like the pain realm, which is where the physios work, is performance. So like if we can address those things, maybe you don't have to train as hard, or maybe you don't have to work out as much or diet as much to see the results you want to see because you're not in a stressed out state. Yeah.
So how does it work with sports people? This online thing, is it helping with their health and wellness?
Yeah. So for a lot of athletes, for a while, I was coaching some competitive weightlifting, so snatch and clean and jerk, and powerlifting, and it was very performance driven. Like a few of these people were on the national stage level, so like they were really competitive, and they also had busy jobs. And for them to like make it to a training session at like 5 p.m., let's say I had training at my gym like 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. 3 days a week. Well, some people can't make that. So having this online route already allowed for me to work with more people and help more people. And again, it gave them that power and like, I actually work out best at 9 a.m. So instead of coming to your class at 5 p.m. when I'm tired, I'm stressed out from the day, like I'm going to get the best results by doing this at 9 a.m. So there's a lot of athletes who have this, like, and I've worked from the high school level all the way to the like I said, the national stage level, to where we're able to maybe do one person, like that's kind of a hybrid model. Is I may see them once a week to like clean up some technique and just have a good face-to-face conversation, and the rest of the week they've got workouts they can do on their own. And that does a few things for them. One is that I'm not tied to like every hour I put in this, I'm going to see this person get better. And two, it also drops the cost in which somebody can pay to work with you. If you're really busy and you're charging a lot of money, like it can be challenging to work with people that way. When you go to the online space, you can create these flexible models to meet people where they're at. So you can have that hybrid model where you see somebody once a week and then the rest is on their own. You can have completely remote, don't ever see them. And you can even have like bigger groups and smaller groups online to even continue to decrease the cost. So the options when you go online of like pricing, structure, they're limitless.
Yeah, I know. It's I don't know why no one thought of it before the pandemic hit, to be honest.
Right. And two, like I've seen like when it happened, like our business definitely was booming because people were like, and coaches and trainers that didn't have it, they started to struggle because they're like, what do I do? And those that already had those systems in place, like doubled or tripled their business because they were like, hey, we already do this. Like there's no learning curve. Just come here. Like we'll take care of you. We'll make sure you're on a plan. We'll make sure that you're at this level and we're here for you. And two, during the pandemic, like we mentioned, of like that communication aspect, and there's a lot of stress going on, and working with a trainer or a health and wellness coach that's going to focus beyond just a fitness routine is really important in this time.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I guess, onus on the client though to be truthful and transparent, isn't there? In an online space where you can, if they have to face up to you, once or twice a week, you can see that they haven't been doing any work. But on the online space, it's not so easy to tell, is it?
So now they've made easy to use apps, and the apps do the accountability for you, right? So there's the one that I use the most for like smaller groups or one-on-one training is called TrueCoach, truecoach.co. And yeah, I mean, I see everything that they do. So like I give them the workouts, or my team will give them the workouts. I see what they skipped. I see what weights they did. So it's accountability, right? So like I can see exactly what they do, assuming that they're logging the workouts, right? If they're not logging the workouts and they're just doing their own thing, then on the calls, I'd be like, hey, how come you're not logging the workouts? Like allows me to know what you're doing and to give you some feedback along the way. And on this platform too, you can submit videos. So like, let's say I was giving somebody squats and I wanted to see their technique. There's an option for them to upload videos of all their techniques. So, and that works great. Like I've worked with a lot of like higher level weightlifting, which is a really technical sport, and was able to provide lots of video analysis for them and improve their technique without being there in person with them.
Oh, I hadn't thought about apps. I forgot about those. It's yeah, because they've sort of taken off too since last year. There are heaps more out there now, especially health and wellness ones. I've been asked to trial a few for depression, and honestly, they're so good. They just tell you about everything.
Yeah. And then they help with accountability, and that's where I think the online space is even better for accountability than the in-person, is because if I only see you 2 to 3 days a week, I have no idea what you did the other days. Like you could check it off, but if I log on to my app and the coach's dashboard and I see, okay, they completed all this, they put weights in, and this was the length of time it took, 45 minutes. That seems about right. If I see like, 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, did you really do it? Right. So like having these like software and technology to allow it to work for us and to give our clients like better results and hold them accountable, I'm noticing better results online than I was in person.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah. And so what's the app called?
TrueCoach.co is the software system, and it's available for any coach. I think it's got like a 14-day free trial. And after that, you pay based off the number of athletes or clients who are on the app. So if you've got like 5 apps, you only pay not much American dollars, probably like
doesn't matter. We won't go into it.
Yeah. That's what I use.
Oh, very good. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of others out there that but it's good to know that they're out there and people can actually access them. For coaches, the coaches can access them and they're good for the clients as well. So I don't suppose you've written any books, Matt?
No, not yet. I've outlined like if and when, I'm gonna say when I write a book, like what it'll look like. I haven't started it. Like I think I started it, and I'm like, am I really ready to sit down and write this yet and take this venture on? And right now, just with the projects I've got going on, it's on the back burner.
Yeah, I can empathize with you there. I've started my book so many times and then I just am I ready yet? No, just write a bit more. No, I'm still not ready.
It's a commitment. It's definitely a commitment.
It
and
certainly is.
It's great. It's a great thing to do and sit down. It's just, it will require, I mean, depending on how you want to write it, if you just want to write as you go, you can do that. I'd rather just like focus on it for 3 to 6 months and be done with it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And so I guess, do you have a podcast or a video blog or anything like that?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. Instagram's the best place for me right now. There's a few other things we're creating, but until they're created, we'll hold on. So I'd say Instagram, you can find me at Shive, SHIVE _on, Shive on. that's the best place to reach me right now and see anything that I'm creating.
Perfect. All right. Well, any last words of wisdom that you'd like to impart for our audience?
I'm good. I just enjoy your day. Get time outside. If you guys are in Australia, get outside, get out in the sun, and yeah, no, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, good. Pretty good actually. But I guess encouraging other, physiotherapists, lifestyle coaches, getting online. You would obviously recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely recommend it. And if you guys have any questions on like how to do that, you can find me on Instagram. But yeah, just like it's a lot easier than what it looks. Even though I like the emails, I like the the website, you don't have to have any of that. As long as you have a phone or an email just to communicate with people, you can get started. So it's a really easy barrier to entry. And I know for myself, when I started, it was like, man, I gotta have everything perfect. This needs to be here. This needs to be here. And that's not the case. Like when you're ready to start building it, just start.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much, and really enjoyed our conversation. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talking with the experts.